안녕하세요. 헬로. 하이. 다들 식사하셨어요? 저는 지금 방금 매니저 형이랑
Hello everyone, welcome to a special type of video. As the title suggests, I will be putting away two new, never before seen, actually you've seen one of them, but you haven't seen the other one, completed collections. Now before I started filming, I was moving cards around, trying to figure out where these two new collections would go. And I finally decided to put them in my third 1-inch binder. Let me show you what I did. So I took out my Gravity collection from this binder because that was the biggest collection in here. When I started this binder, it was meant for just album PCs. And my Gravity collection was the biggest collection in here, so I just had to move it, and that is what I did. Now, let's just get straight to it. The first group I started collecting maybe like 2 or 3 months ago is, and you probably already know, omegax. For omegax, I am collecting yeonjun, this absolute cutie. Oh my gosh. And also, as I kept following the group, and I'm doing this a lot lately, and I actually don't like that I'm doing it so often, but like when I start standing a new group and I decided to collect a new group, I always end up choosing 2, and it used to be that I just chose like 1 bias, but now I'm like consistently choosing 2 biases for every group. That is not planned, it just happens. So as I kept on watching like omegax videos and all that stuff, the second member that I decided to collect was soobin. There he is. And it just so happens that they are both earth sign. Like, you might be annoyed by me mentioning like star signs and all that stuff, but it actually makes sense. I love me a good, stubborn, dedicated, goal-oriented earth sign. Like, everyone loves an earth sign. So I did start to collect a soobin after I completed my yeonjun collection, but let's put those away really quickly. I first found out about omegax through Spotify. They recommended me What's Going On through like a random playlist. And the next thing that just like made me jump to start collecting them was definitely Eddie's interview with omegax. That interview is so funny, like literally cracks me up. I've seen it so many times. For yeonjun, I did decide to collect some benefits for him, but not all of them. Here it is. So this is album. These are benefits that I honestly could not pass up to save my life. So cute. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Like, he's adorable. And this one, come on. You guys know I'm about the black hair, the black clothing, and the scene emo aesthetic. Like, it's not a phase, mom. It's here. It's here to stay. So this one, I think I'm just going to put it over here in the back. And for soobin, I am just collecting album PCs, not any benefits. And I always say that, and I end up always collecting some sort of benefit. But for now, I am just good with collecting album. Boom. I hope the lighting is okay because I am shooting this at night. You don't know if it's like 6 p.m., 10 p.m., or 4 in the morning, which I have actually filmed a video at various not suggestible times at night, to be honest. But yeah, this is my omegax collection. No talks of a comeback soon. I think probably until early 2022. I said that in my The Boys like benefit video that I wanted to make like a benefit binder. I might actually end up doing that because having benefits in my actual like big binders are kind of ruining the system, especially because lately I've been collecting 2 members of a group. So it would kind of make sense for me to have like a mini binder that has 2 and 2. So I might start that very soon. So on to the reason that you're probably here. Yes, the group that I have discreetly decided to collect is TXT. I started to collect TXT probably late September, and I finished like mid October, and I was filming the whole process because I bought a whole bunch of albums, filmed like me opening my trades and all that stuff, and then I was editing that video because I know people love to watch like haul videos, and I did buy a lot of albums to get some of these PCs. But while I was editing that video, like I absolutely had like the worst case of brain fog. Like you have no idea. It was like the most terrible feeling. I begin to tell you how much it affected my mood. Unfortunately, as I was editing that video, like I said, I just did not want to like keep editing it. I didn't like the way it turned out. I was criticizing it. I was overthinking everything. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. We will not be able to see like an actual like TXT haul video. And you're probably saying, well, why are you mentioning this? Like really nobody cares. I like to mention like little stuff like that because I don't know, I'm a real actual human person. I think there's some people that assume because you're a collector that, I don't know, you have no problems or you're happy all the time. That's not life. So I just like to share certain things like that in case anyone is going through the same things, just to reinforce the thought that it is a moment. You will get through it, you will get past it, and soon you will regulate and feel somewhat normal again. All right, so for TXT, I did collect Yeonjun and Soobin. And yes, I do have that PC, the one that you're thinking about right now. I do have it. It is right here, and I have like a specific soapbox moment that I would like to say about Soobin R version. Their last comeback honestly made me want to collect TXT, and Yeonjun just like totally rocking this black hair. Amazing. Like I can't explain it to you. The feelings that I felt when I saw him in his black hair, like you already know. I always held BTS and TXT like sort of in the same bubble where I just didn't want to take that extra step to collect them. But Yeonjun honestly came and attacked me, and I could not stop thinking about it to save my life. And then of course Soobin came along and said, just don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. And I did not forget about Soobin. Let's go ahead and put Yeonjun away first. I'm only collecting selfie cards for TXT. I am not collecting benefits for TXT because they are crazy expensive. Little cards like these, I don't want to collect, but these came in a set that I purchased. So for their earlier releases, they did not have selfie cards. They were concept cards, and I'm not going to go back and collect those. Yeonjun is once again an earth sign. We stan. I'm telling you guys, it's that earth sign vibe that makes us go crazy. So I'm gonna have this whole line free. So I know you guys are gonna absolutely freak out and hate me right now, but this is what I'm gonna do. That's what I did. I did that. It's okay. It's all right. It's perfectly okay. But I had to get the page filled. I had to. For this concept card, I think I'll just put them in the back like this. For Yeonjun, when I did my haul, I did pull this one, and this one, and I had to purchase the rest of these. Yeonjun is like a popular member, but he's not as expensive as King Soobin. So let's move on to Soobin. And finally, guys, let's talk about Soobin R version. This card is an absolute freaking nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Crazy. I can't. This was the last card that I needed to complete like the whole TXT set. I completed Yeonjun pretty fast. I bought pretty much the rest of Soobin's cards, but this card was the one that took me about 2 weeks to find a trade for, and I did find a trade for because I was not about to pay those ridiculous, crazy Mercari prices. No way. And it's not like this card is uncommon, okay? Because there were so many listings on Mercari for like $100, $70 for this card PC. So my thinking was like, okay, people are actually pulling this card, so I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of Blue Hour our version albums, but the albums were pretty much sold out everywhere. So I was left with no choice but to find a trade for it. And of course, people who had this card wanted to trade for something extremely rare, something that would be like impossible to find. It was a tough trading game. So luckily, as I kept searching the tag, the card that I traded this soobin for was Taeyong's Pink Elephant Resonance PC. That is the card that I traded for this. Luckily, I had a duplicate of that card, but I did trade that Taeyong for this soobin. And the crazy thing is, it was like a PC that I actually pulled from the album. So in reality, I didn't pay anything to get this card. So my advice to you, if you're looking for this PC, is to wait it out. Wait it out. Because you will find a trade. Do not give in and pay those $70, $100 for this card. Do not do it. Alright guys, that is my completed TXT collection. Trying my hardest to stick to just album only, and hopefully I end up keeping that promise. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.
안녕.
할게요.
하드 주세요.
안녕.
사랑해요.
사랑해요.
Have a good day. 안녕.